Okay, let's talk about MVC violations again. We actually already talked about these up here very briefly when we're looking at how MVC works. Let's look at them again, MVC violations. So here's some code, and it has a very simple model to store app X, whatever that is. And in redraw all, in the view, it attempts to modify the model, app X. This is an MVC violation. You are not allowed to modify the model inside the view. We cannot change the model in the view. Let's see what happens. We copy this, we go here, and we run this, and immediately, bam, MVC violation. And you see the red exception, app stop, see console for details. And down here we have a stack trace, which tells us on line 11 in redraw all, this line of code had an MVC violation. This line of code right here. That's great. Not only did the app stop, it told us exactly where the problem was. It told us the problem is on line 11. You can't get better than that, okay? And sure enough, we have an MVC violation here. If you want to see this happen, but not right when we run the app, let's do this. Let's say app dot do violation, do MVC violation, and it'll be false. And then we'll do def key pressed app event. On any key press, we will set app do MVC violation to true. And we'll try to get our indenting right. And then here, we will only do the violation once we have actually pressed that key. So now when we run this, there's no MVC violation yet. It's going to wait till we press a key, set this to true, and then in redraw all, that next time it will. So I'm here, I press a key, and bam, it just happened. And now it's on line 17, and look at line 17, and sure enough, there it is. Cool. So that's super powerful, but watch this, something slightly different. Instead of app X, I'm also going to have app.l equals list123, okay? And instead of modifying app.x, I'll say app.l dot append of the value 10. Still an MVC violation. Absolutely an MVC violation. You cannot modify the model, including this list. The thing is, we're going to get a subtly different result. When I run it, nothing happens. I hit a key. When I hit the key, I got an MVC violation. Okay? But this time, no traceback available. This time, we did not get the line number upon which it occurred. We only know that it occurred. That was different from when we set X. So the difference here is if you directly modify a field or an attribute in app, then the framework can immediately on that line raise an exception and tell you the line number on which it occurred. If instead you modify the value of something in the model, a mutable value like a list, it will still raise the exception. It just can't tell you the line that occurred because it figures it out after redraw all is done. Entirely. Either way, the rule is the same. Do not modify anything in the model when you're inside the view, or you will get an MVC violation.